At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. You'll have money left over for a sauce pot, so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
Sarah clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics. Happy Monday.
Oh, how are you?
My voice sounds awesome.
I mean, awesome is one way to say it.
Thank you for the throat coat.
That's an HR issue I didn't want to bring up this morning, but thanks for saying it on the radio.
Throat coat and then vocalized tea, vocal zone tea.
Yes.
These are the two. This is the remedies.
I have just random tea bags. The hell is, I blame your voice for all of this. I blame your voice for every ounce of this. I just have random things to help throat my coat, because coat my throat. See, my voice sounds fine. My brain's not working yet. Do you have brain coat for my brain? A tea for that?
We should get that for the show.
Yeah,
we use it every day.
I have a bunch of random remedies to try and help if you blow your voice out, and today you definitely need it.
Well, it's a combination of overuse over the weekend, plus Brad and I are both fighting a little bit of a cold that we got from our kindergartner, who was just, a petri dish.
Oh, great. So should we get like a glass partition? Yeah. Kind of like one of those things that during the COVID days at all the grocery stores, put it in front of Taryn over here?
Yeah, no, just make Sarah stand in between you guys. So that way she gets it first.
Wow.
You know what? I'll a glass partition or Sarah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. I don't want to sound like that.
As long as the boys are healthy, that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sarah, you'd make a great buffer. You really would.
Would I?
Yeah.
Oh, you sound not good.
So what's your go-to to try and remedy your voice?
Whiskey.
Okay, do we have any, Danny?
Whiskey, water, honey, and lemon.
Okay, so we have water.
The men's room probably has whiskey.
Yeah, I don't think we have honey or lemon.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
We'll work on it. And while we work on it, let's inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMB is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Today is National Apple Day. And it's also National Android already had that feature for the past few years Day. It's very weird that they're both on the same day. I don't know if we're actually enjoying Apple products or an apple that you eat, but do what you will with that day.
I brought a Cosmic Crisp today.
Oh, made it over in a fine area of Washington State University,
Go
right?
Cougs, baby.
So yesterday morning, I think a lot of us were nervous. We have a team that's been on fire with their offense, just looking pretty fierce out there, versus a team that's been, well, not very hot with their defense. But no stress, because the Seahawks, man, what a game yesterday. Geno Smith threw a couple of touchdown passes. The defense was on fire, having some interceptions and strip sacks and all that kind of stuff, as the Seahawks ended up beating the Atlanta Falcons 34-14. The 49ers lost to the Chiefs, so the Seahawks are in first place, baby.
Ooh.
And here's Geno Smith talking about the big win. Come on, Geno. I know you hurt your voice, but you can do it too.
You know, I thought we came out and we played very hungry today from the start to the finish. Like I said, man, you don't want to put emphasis on the prior weeks, but it was tough. And it was very easy for everyone to be negative after losing 3 games. But I thought, like I said, the energy was spectacular. I thought everyone had the right mindset. I thought everyone was positive. And I think that bled into the game, and it allowed us to start fast and then continue to have that confidence throughout.
No, he's right. The players' energy was on another level, but also it felt like I was watching a Seahawks home game, man. There were so many Seahawks fans there. I think because Mike McDonald said that he had a lot of family there, and he said that he was getting hit up by everybody. So I believe all of his family were there cheering the team on, which was pretty awesome. Hopefully DK Metcalf is okay. That was kind of a little bit of a gnarly injury. It looked like his knee bent in a weird way. And if you believe some of these, Twitter doctors out there, like the football guys that go, there's those doctors that work with the NFL or do stuff with the NFL, and they'll always analyze injuries. One mentioned maybe it's an ACL thing. Hopefully it's not. Mike McDonald says that he doesn't believe it was anything too serious, so let's keep our fingers crossed. But we do have to bring up this text that just came in at 206-803-ROCK, because I think this is just hilarious. It says, before you even talk about the game, did you guys see DK's pants? Did anybody see his pants?
No.
So they always show pictures of the players when they're coming in to show their outfits or their fit, as the kids would say.
The drip.
I don't know what the hell DK Metcalf was wearing, but he basically was wearing pants that had a bunch of stuffed animals on it.
Really?
It was just like all these little, as my daughter would call them, stuffies just sewn onto the pants. And he was just walking around with this plushy pants.
I want to know the backstory.
I'd imagine that it's more expensive than anything I have in my closet combined.
Definitely.
Yes. Oh. Do you see it?
Yeah.
You show it to Taryn. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
it's really pretty colors. It's very rainbow.
Well, from the world of baseball, Saturday night in Cleveland, the New York Yankees beat the Guardians in Game 5 of the American League Championship Series, and they are headed to the World Series. This is going to be the Yankees' first time back in the series since 2009.
That blew my mind when I saw that stat, because I was just like, you just always think of the Yankees are constantly in the World Series, and I didn't realize that it's been
a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. The LA Dodgers beat the New York Mets last night in Game 6, so the Dodgers will play the Yankees in the World Series for the 12th time that matchup happens.
Man, I did see somebody that it was funny. It said, Mets lost, and typically Mets fans are also Jets fans, and then the Jets lost on Sunday Night Football. It was just a rough day for secondary New York sports fans.
Brutal.
Yeah. And I don't know if you watched Thursday Night Football.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday Night Football.
Yes,
My brain will work, I promise, at some point.
I don't think it will.
I don't think so either, and it hasn't for the last 20-something years, but... Did anyone watch? I don't know why, but I was really excited to see Russell Wilson play.
I was too.
And at first I was like, oh man, poor guy. But then after the second quarter, he was just on fire. After the first quarter, really.
Oh, yeah.
They ended up crushing the New York Jets, and Russ had a good game.
He did. I loved that one touchdown pass. He just floated it right over.
I know. There's coming moments of where you're like, I remember those moments.
Oh, yeah.
And then afterwards, I listened to his interview, and I'm like, oh, I remember those moments, too. It's kind of cheesy, but whatever. Hey, I also wanted to just give some love and send some our thoughts out to the Tony Ventrela's family. That just gutted me yesterday. I saw the news that he passed away. I mean, an icon in the world of sports broadcasting. He did stuff with King 5, Cairo. He might be before Sarah and Danny's time, but he was like one of the dudes. When I first moved out here, one of the main sportscasters, and just a great guy. Anytime we've had him on our show in the past, he was always just a fun guy to talk to, and just had a lot of love for everybody. And he sadly passed away at the age of 80 after battling some cancer. And just our thoughts go out to his entire family. As far as whether we are, tonight, speaking of football, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Baltimore Ravens. So we know that the men's room will be hungover tomorrow.
Very fired up.
I mean, that's pretty much any Tuesday, but especially hungover. Weather, high of 55. It's going to be cloudy today. The DMV is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above, and that's what's up.
Over the weekend, the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There were some highlights.
Yes.
There were some lowlights.
Absolutely.
You're going to hear what happened at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. you'll have money left over for a sauce pot so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2024 was inducted this past Saturday night, and Jack Black was on hand to induct Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. And there were some really cool moments where he was highlighting Ozzy's career, and we have some of that audio.
The greatest frontman in the history of rock and roll, Ozzy Osbourne.
Even when Jack sounds like he's about to say something heartfelt and sincere, I'm still waiting for him to say something completely ridiculous.
Absolutely.
His voice just always makes me think he's about to say something completely absurd.
Proving insane lasting power. Then what? The Osbournes. Yeah, he teamed up with his family to create another genre, reality TV. Maybe the most evil thing he ever did. But there is no denying it. His whole family were hilarious and intensely entertaining. Then what? Oh, maybe just a little thing called Ozfest. Only the most successful heavy metal music festival of all times. Ozzy, stop creating incredibly successful genre-defining, world-changing hits. It's too much success for one lifetime.
I mean, I know he's paying tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. Really, though, that speech felt like he was paying tribute to Sharon Osbourne, because I don't think Ozzy came up with any of those ideas.
No.
I think that was all from the mind of Sharon.
Absolutely. Everybody's been pretty worried about his health, concerns and things of that nature, and he was the only inductee that was seated.
Yeah, because he has a hard time standing right now.
He sure does, and they gave him a bat throne to sit on, which was very, very appropriate, and he did give a little bit of a speech. It was a brief one, and we have part of it.
Well, here we are. You know what? I can't believe I'm here myself. I've been fortunate over the years to play with some of the world's greatest guitar players, drummers, bass players, and that. A few of them are here tonight, but I want to spend one thing for a guy by the name of Randy Rhoads. Because if I hadn't met Randy Rhoads, I don't think I'd be sitting here now. And more than that, my wife Sharon saved my life, and my grandbabies and I love them all.
That's awesome. It doesn't sound that bad. That sounds no different than what he sounded like 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's just standard Ozzy.
That's just pretty much Ozzy talk right there.
Jelly Roll was one of the many musicians who performed to honor Ozzy Osbourne, and he did Mama, I'm Coming Home.
And this was kind of like the high of highs, but then towards the end it was the low of lows. Should we start with the high of highs?
Yes.
Okay.
And times go by, it seems to be you could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home.
This sounds pretty good right there. I mean, it's just him and the guitar. It's Jelly Roll. But then at the end, he was trying to hit certain notes.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't bother. Some people got all worked up about it. I mean, he's Jelly Roll, whatever. But you could tell he needed a little help, maybe a backing vocalist.
Totally.
Every day we've been apart.
Okay, that was like a Scott Stapp growl right there. I like that.
I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause mama, I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
He's just having a little bit of a tough time. I think with a backing vocalist would have sounded just fine.
Then it was Billy Idol who performed No More Tears.
And in the dark we'll bring another attack.
I'll be honest, I didn't know I needed Billy Idol singing Ozzy Osbourne until I saw Billy Idol singing Ozzy Osbourne.
Pretty great.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I love my darling.
Also, what a great backing band.
Totally.
I mean, what they have, it was like Wolfgang on bass, and he was crushing it on the bass, and then with Chad Smith on drums.
Yes.
Who else? Who was on guitar?
I can't remember who was on guitar other than Wolfie.
No, it was, Wolfgang was on guitar.
Yeah.
It was Robert Trujillo on bass.
On
Sorry,
bass.
my bad.
There you
I
go.
screwed you up.
No, you're totally fine. But then another highlight for many was the fact that Maynard James Keenan of Tool performed Crazy Train with Wolfie, Chad, Robert Trujillo, and this is what that sounded like.
It's weird hearing Maynard sing Ozzy. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, but it was still cool to see Maynard sing Ozzy.
He just has such a distinct voice, you know?
I'm willing to give him more of a pass than Jelly Roll, even though I think they both kind of did about the same as far as performance.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was really perfect out there, but it was really fun to see.
But that's really the point, is just to have fun and pay tribute. And I think it's just like the uniqueness of hearing some of these artists like Billy Idol and Maynard, and then also and Jelly Roll just sing songs that you never expect them to sing.
Absolutely. So what the hell happened to a member of this show that led them to getting a $200 ticket? We're going to find out after Weezer.
The Daily Migs Show.
Steve Migs, I have learned that there is a bad boy among us.
A lawbreaker. A troublemaker.
Ooh.
A wallet chain wearer. I was running out of makers and breakers and things that rhyme with it.
It's Bad Boy Danny. Bad Boy Danny V.
Oh, yeah. Such a bad boy over here.
He's so emo and bad.
That's why I wear black all the time.
That's
I'm
right.
so bad, yeah.
What happened with the cops?
Well, you know, driving to Spokane.
Oh, no.
I know. It was just one of those. I was driving, had it on cruise control, cruising. We're almost there. We're an hour and a half away. Thought we're doing good on Saturday morning.
About how long of a drive is that?
It's about 4 hours.
4 hours from you from West Seattle.
Yeah, I think it's 4 hours.
So you were trying to get it in 3?
Apparently, yeah. I didn't even know. Like, we were there, like, we were literally an hour and a half out. And then, I literally had my car on cruise control, 75 miles an hour, going fine, which, yes, 5 miles over the 70-mile speed limit. So I was like, okay. But then, of course, there's some slow cars. So I speed up to pass them. There was probably about 5 or 6 of them. Then all of a sudden, woo! Look at my window. I'm like, they can't be us. I'm on cruise control. I'm just passing these guys at a normal rate.
Let me move out of the way for this cop. He's probably on his way to go deal with some real criminals.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought.
I always hate that feeling when the times where I'm like, oh, let me get out of the way. And then they move with me. I'm like, oh, let me get out of the way some more. Oh, they move with me. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, pull over to the side of the road. And sure enough, cop informs me that apparently I was doing 95 in a 70.
Here's my question. When they come up to you, roll down the window.
Yeah.
Do you know why I pulled you over? What did you say?
He didn't even ask that.
What? You didn't even? That's the fun game.
Did not even ask that. He came over.
Terrible cop.
He came over to the side window actually because you can't go to the others. The freeways there, and so he was like, he knocks on. He's just like, yep, you're being on body. You're what do you say? My body cam's on, so don't pull anything crazy. I pulled you over because you're doing 95 into 70, and I was like, okay.
You didn't try to turn on some tears at that point?
No, at that point.
He was already crying.
Yeah, I was like,
going to emo night. He has to get in the mood.
Thank you, Steve. You understand.
I get you.
Yeah, no, I was like, there's no way. But I was like, I'm sorry. I was on cruise control. I didn't even realize it. And sure enough, he's like, well, you clocked you at 91, but then I was trying to catch up to you. You're going 95, so I'm taking you at 95. And I was like,
so he didn't even give you like a lowered amount.
No.
Oh boy,
sure did not.
So how much is that ticket?
It's $227.
Oh, so now do you get to do you have to go fight that, or are you just going to pay it?
I'm just going to pay it. At that point, at first I was pissed. I was like, there's no way I was going 95.
How dare he give me a ticket for going fast when I was going fast?
Right. Pull out, back on, just keep going. And I'm like, and then this time we're going 70. And I was like, this feels really slow. I think I was going 95.
Dude, I'm with you, though. When you have to make those long drives, when I make them to, like, or Portland for my wrestling events, we got a speeding ticket once because we're just kind of having a good time, not paying attention. And, and then there's that. It goes from 70 miles per hour to 60 miles per hour. And I lost track of that.
Yeah.
But cruise control has been my best friend for those long trips because of that. Because otherwise, I look down and I'm like, oh, crap, I'm doing 90?
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, it was bad. But, at the end of the day, I'll own it. It's fine. And I can go cry about it at emo night. It was fine.
And emo night was fun, though?
It was good, yeah. It was actually a way better vibe than I thought it was going to be. I heard ticket sales early because, it's kind of getting there. And I was like, maybe it's not going to be that packed. It ended up being like 500 people showing up. And I was like, this is awesome. So it was a good time.
It is Monday morning, and it's time to find the first contestant for Beat Migs today. Somebody that can take you down with a record of 291 wins, 88 losses, and 51 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara for that one cousin that makes you laugh till you cry during the family photo shoot.
Say cheese!
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Wayne from Tacoma is. Wayne, are you there?
Yep.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Wayne has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Go Hawks.
Woo! What band has the hit songs Numb and In the End?
Pink Floyd.
No.
Pass.
Kirk Cousins is the quarterback for what NFL team?
The Dirty Birds. Falcons.
Correct. Which superhero is referenced in every episode of Seinfeld?
Oh, boy. Pass.
What country covers 5 time zones but only operates on 1?
Oh, man. Asia.
No.
Pass.
When in groups, what jungle animal is referred to as an ambush?
Gee, kangaroo?
No.
Panda.
No.
Cheetah.
No. The official state individual sport of Hawaii is what?
Football.
No.
Soccer.
No.
Baseball.
No.
Damn.
Wayne.
Oh, no.
Wayne, you are number 1.
Loser.
You got 1 correct. You're not a loser yet. But I think you might be in 60-ish seconds. Even Taryn did better than you on her first try.
That's true. I'm not very smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, she didn't do much better, but Steve, you have your work cut out for you.
Do I?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What band has the hit songs Numb and In the End?
Lincoln Park.
Correct. Kirk Cousins is the quarterback for what NFL team?
The losers known as the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah. Which superhero is referenced in every episode of Seinfeld?
Oh, Superman.
Correct. What country covers 5 time zones but only operates on 1?
Japan?
No.
China.
Yes.
What?
When in groups, what jungle animal is referred to as an ambush?
An ambush of anteaters.
No.
An ambush of aardvarks.
No.
An ambush of orangutans.
It doesn't start with A. No.
I know, but
the
it kinda
official
sounds-
state individual sport of Hawaii is what?
What?
The official state individual sport of Hawaii is what?
I don't even understand what you're saying. The official state of the hula hoop?
No.
Frisbee?
No.
Oahu?
No.
I don't know what you
Scar
mean.
is the main villain in what Disney movie?
It's Frozen?
No. Woo.
Sarah, real quick. Orangutan doesn't start with an A. You know that, right?
Yeah, she said that.
But she said it doesn't start with an A. When you said orangutan.
Yeah.
I thought it did start with an A.
She thought it's...
I thought you said it didn't. I was like, yeah, I know it didn't. I just... that's funny.
No, I thought you were just doing like, oh, it's an ambush, so it's going to sound cute with an A name.
Yeah, but I ran out of animals with A names, so I just went with orangutan because it kind of starts with like an
It sounds like it should start with an A. I thought it did. What's it start with, like?
With a Q.
Is it silent? I'm just kidding.
No, with an O.
It starts with an O? That's stupid.
All right, I'll take it up with the boss.
Steve, you did get 4 correct, though. What
was this Hawaii question? Am I the only one? Was my brain not working? I did not understand what the hell you were saying.
Were you asking for the official state sport of Hawaii?
Yeah. Oh, when you say it makes sense.
Which I was originally going to put in that it's a water sport, but I thought...
Surfing.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah, see? Nice. But, how to make it a little difficult. But it didn't matter because Wayne got 1 correct. So you did indeed win. He only got the Falcons right. Everything else. And Scar is the main villain in what Disney movie?
The Lion King.
That makes sense.
And if you wanted to know, an ambush, it wasn't orangutans.
Is it rhinos?
No.
What is it?
Tigers.
Tigers.
Well, congrats, Steve.
Live Night is back on December 13th, and this time we're going to be at Showbox Soto with everything performed live from the stage, and you can be part of the crowd when the sound effects are happening, when the voice actors are doing their thing.
The barbershop quartet's going to be there.
Always
all the bands as well. That's always a blast from all of our friends joining us up on stage, revolving door of singers. It's going to be a great time.
Even Beat Migs, somebody's going to get to play live in front of a crowd.
Yes.
It's awesome, and the tickets are on sale now. You can head over to KISW.com to get yours. Yesterday, we learned about the passing of a true Pacific Northwest broadcast legend. And there were a couple great tributes to him, so you're going to hear them after Twisted Sister.
The Daily Migs Show.
Yesterday, we learned that a Seattle broadcasting legend has passed. Tony Ventrella.
I love Tony.
The age of 80 after a battle with cancer.
Yeah.
And there have been some amazing tributes that have been coming out, including one from the voice of the Seahawks, our very own Steve Rabel, during the 5th quarter with Paul Sylvia on King 5.
And so just a strong showing and a lot of fun for the Seahawks. And there's one man back in the day who would have loved to be here for this game. And he gave us so many great years as a sportscaster in Seattle. The passing of Tony Ventrella, you worked a lot with him.
Yeah, we both worked with him. We both knew him for 100 years. And
I just love also Rabel, just, having fun. Because Tony was known for just being a joker and always smiling. So I love that the tribute that Rabel's giving was almost a heartfelt roast as well.
Absolutely.
Tony was, I mentioned it during the broadcast, unfailingly positive all the time. That's who Tony Ventrella was. He always seemed to have a smile on his face. Often when he came and asked you for a favor, but often he had a smile on his face. And he was just that kind of guy. He knew, like some of the guys who preceded him and the guys that I learned from in the business now 40 years on, that this is what we're doing here is actually fun. I mean, this is sports. We want to have fun. We want the fans to enjoy it. And that's what Tony understood, I think, innately.
Both of them clearly don't spend much time on social media because it doesn't seem like people have fun about sports in that situation.
No. He was also a really good barber. I don't know if you knew that, but he could clip your hair and interview you on some of the basics of football.
See, that was before my time, but they kept showing footage of like Tony's barbershop where he was talking to people as he's cutting their hair. I don't know if that was that might have been a segment maybe on King 5 back in the day.
So fun.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of a fun piece to watch.
Absolutely.
All in the same day. Just a wonderful, wonderful guy. He will be missed. We will think about him, and we do. He worked for the Seahawks as well, so may his blessing be a memory.
Yeah, because was it after he was done with Cairo, when he was the sports guy at Cairo, and then all of a sudden he popped up and he was like one of the first to like really embrace digital media, and he was doing a lot of stuff with the Seahawks, being like one of the main guys that started like their digital media department.
Well, then it was Chris Egan from King 5, who also gave a great tribute to Tony as well on air.
He loved covering local sports, from Little League Baseball to high school to college to the pros. He also enjoyed boxing. He was famous for his King 5 Wrestling Hold of the Week.
That part I did not know. I was like, I missed out on. And I was like, oh, it's probably talking about collegiate wrestling and not like WWE, figure four leg lock wrestling.
And his interviews from a barber shop. He was part of the Seahawks' first ever post-game show. Tony was a beacon of positive energy with his vibrant personality. He was motivational and inspirational. He emceed hundreds of nonprofit events. He also loved talking about his family, especially his 5 grandkids and 1 great-grandchild. A few years back, we asked Tony about one of his favorite moments on TV.
My most fun interview ever was with George the Animal Steele.
Okay, so he wasn't talking about collegiate wrestling. He was a pro wrestling guy. And George the Animal Steele was known for being like a monster kind of dude. Like he was kind of like a little bit messed up in the head, not very bright and very hairy. And so we got to interview him.
Awesome.
At the old arena. So I'm over there in the ring with George the Animal Steele. And he comes in and he was in character. He played this kind of gorilla guy. He was actually a very smart man. And he's, he's growling at me. And we finished the interview. And at the end, he turns to me and he goes, how was that? Was that okay, Tony? I'm going, wait a second. What just happened here?
Missed that man already.
Yeah. Chris Egan. That was a great tribute. And yeah, George the Animal Steele was, I guess, a professor when he wasn't doing the wrestling stuff. So imagine going to school and like that's your professor and then watching on TV this nut job just eating turnbuckles. He has a green tongue and he's trying to bite people.
Just living 2 different lives.
Just a little bit. The part that got me though, as silly as it was, I remember in college being like the fraternity barber. Because it's funny hearing about like how Tony Ventrella actually knew how to cut people's hair. And I remember that was like my thing when I was in college. Like anyone who was too cheap to get a haircut, and you had to be really cheap to let me cut your hair. But I would give everybody the same exact haircut. It was like a little like a shave on the sides and let it pop up on the top, a little fade.
Look at you and Tony Ventrella, 2 of the best barbers in all of Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Well, in the world of the Seahawks, yesterday was a huge win against the Atlanta Falcons. I think we were all a little bit surprised by it. And we're going to recap the game with the host of Mitch Unfiltered. Mitch Levy will join us at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. You'll have money left over for a sauce pot, so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Rockaholics, he is the host of Mitch Unfiltered, which you can hear wherever you get your podcasts or at MitchUnfiltered.com. Good morning, Mitch Levy, and go Hawks.
Yeah. All I could tell you is, was that a Nuggets reference to like McNuggets? What was that I just heard? What
Definitely
was that?
McNuggets. Like if I ask for 3 barbecue sauces, you should be able to count to 3.
Well, I have a story. I always have a story about everything that you do, Taryn, but I have a story that you are talking to right now. This is how old I am. This is how ancient I am. I got a job. My first ever job was at McDonald's when I was 16 years old, I'll just go ahead and tell you, 1983, the summer of 1983, I got my first job at McDonald's in Jupiter, Florida. And it was the summer that the McNugget came out.
You were a part of history.
Very soon thereafter, after they came out. Now, what you need to know is there were only 6-piece McNuggets. That's it. You couldn't get 10, 20. And I have a theory why you can get 10, 20, 30 now, because people couldn't count. You see, when we had the McNuggets, the rule was, and I'm still mad about this, the effing rule was that you had to put in the frying machine out of the bag, you had to put a multiple of 6, either 6, 12, 18, 24, or 30 or 36, depending upon how busy you were at the time. You didn't want to waste McNuggets. But you had to put a multiple of 6 because at the end of the frying session, you didn't want 1 or 2 left over because you weren't allowed to then put those 2 with another batch. Does that make sense?
That totally makes sense.
And no one could figure that out. No one could figure out how many to put in. It's constantly 2 or 3 left at the end of the batch. And this is 1983, and I'm still not over it. These morons could not put in a multiple of 6 freaking McNuggets when they came out in 83 or 82.
Well, Mitch, then the $1 million question is, what dipping sauce do you go with since you've been with it since the day one?
It's funny. Since day one, I had the McNugget in 1983 for the first time, and I tried all the sauces. I was a high school, sophomore or junior, and I decided I would never have anything but hot mustard ever again.
Wow.
Ever again. And the truth is now, I don't remember the last time I had a McNugget because I'd have to go straight to the emergency room if I did. But I don't think I would have any sauce now if I was going to have it.
Oh, a purist.
Yeah, no sauce. Dry.
That's insane. That's just crazy talk. You got to have some kind of...
Wait.
Sour.
Says this guy who doesn't put cheese on his pretzel. He's saying you need sauce.
Well, because pretzels are perfect the way they are. Unlike a chicken McNugget, you need the sauce.
Wait a second. Are we talking about a regular pretzel, or are we talking about a soft pretzel at a ball game? What are we talking about?
Soft at a ball game.
Okay, so can I just make a recommendation? Do you like a McDonald's cheeseburger?
Well, I mean, I've enjoyed one from time to time in my life. Yeah.
Would you even consider the next time you get a hot pretzel, dipping it in a mixture? This is going to sound crazy. A mixture of mustard and ketchup. Take mustard and ketchup, mix them together, and put the hot pretzel in it, because you get the mustard and ketchup together on the cheeseburger, and we love it. But then people would say, "Oh my God, mustard and ketchup at the same time with a pretzel? You can't do it." Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I'm willing to give it a shot just for you. What I also love is that the Seahawks won the game, so we are. when they lose, we're having these heartfelt conversations about the team.
Well,
the team won. We're like, F it. Let's talk about McNuggets and pretzels.
Well, Taryn reminded me of McNuggets, and my story is that the multiples of 6, people could not get it right, and it just really bothered me, and I'm sorry. It's much more important than 34-14 and 4-3 of the Seahawks, and they finally break a 3-game losing streak in Atlanta, and we'll talk, I'm sure, more. I'm sure you have a song. I hope the song that I have to sit through now painfully here in Portland/Vancouver, which is where I sit this morning, I'm sure the song is going to be about the Seahawks 34-14 win in Atlanta, right, Taryn, or not?
I'm looking at Danny and seeing, is there any reference between the next song and our Seahawks winning yesterday? All right. Well, Mitch, hang on. We are going to play a song. Okay. We will have more with Mitch Levy after Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Daily Migs Show.
He is a former McDonald's employee and the current host of Mitch Unfiltered, which you can listen to anywhere you get your podcasts or over at MitchUnfiltered.com. Mitch Levy, big win for the Hawks yesterday versus the Falcons.
34-14, boys and girls. That was a well-executed, much-needed victory for the Seahawks. I was afraid that if they had lost the game, they were underdogs in that game. You watch the game now and you just wonder, how in the world were they underdogs to that team? How is that team, the Falcons, a better team than the Seahawks? I guess they've been a better team, and in terms of Vegas, they were an underdog, were the Seahawks. But that was a really good win, 34-14. Everybody's talking about the defense this morning, holding a Falcons team that had, I think, averaged 37 points per game the last couple of games, hold them to 14. This day and age, Taryn, in the NFL in 2024. You don't hold teams to teams don't score 14 points. So that should tell you a lot about the defense. It's weird. We wrapped up late last night, episode 308, which is available wherever you find podcasts. And my thing was, you look at the end, if you don't watch the game, and you say, geez, 14 points, that's a dominant defensive performance. And yet, when I watched the game, play-by-play, I didn't feel like it was a dominant defensive performance because the Falcons on offense did a lot of things to push the Seahawks defense all over the field. They ran the ball at him. This guy, Bijan Robinson, was really tough to tackle, and they had 155. So I didn't feel like they were dominating when I was watching the game, but at the end of the day, they had some really big plays. They had two huge interceptions. They had, obviously, some big sacks. They had the one sack where but Boye Mafe not only sacked him but knocked the ball away, and Derek Hall picked it up and ran for a touchdown. So I think the defense played well. I wouldn't say it was dominant. And then on the flip side, you look at their offense. When you pick up the newspaper or you go online today, you'll see Geno had like 199 yards passing, and you would look at the numbers after the game and say, well, that's okay. I thought the offense was actually better than their numbers. I didn't think the Seahawks the defense was as good as their numbers. That's, I guess, the long-winded way of saying they won 34-14 and they got the Bills this week to try to go to 5-3.
It was weird watching a Seahawks game where I feel like I was like stressed out for maybe like 2 minutes of the entire game, and then the rest of it was like, this is awesome. Like I don't remember the last time I felt like I was a better dad for the rest of the day because I wasn't like all drained and stressed. I was just like, Tatum, what do you want to do, man? I'm in a good mood.
I was not feeling that way. I don't know why. I was stressed for a lot longer than I think most of the people watching that game were stressed for whatever reason. I just felt like, okay, when's the next shoe going to drop?
Right.
What? They were up 17-7 at halftime on that play at the end of the first half, which was amazing. 32-yard line. I don't think they have any timeouts left. There's 10 seconds or 8 seconds or 9 seconds to go in the half. And probably the whole Seahawk world is yelling, just take the field goal. Just, you're up 10 to, what are you at that point? You're up 10-7. Just take the 3 points. And they wanted to run one more play, and we're like, oh, this is good. This could be disaster. Mm-hmm. And he throws that laser. I mean, that laser to DK right up the middle for a touchdown on the last play, essentially, of the first half to go to 17-7. And even at that point, I was with my son here in the Portland, Vancouver area, and we were watching the game, and I was like, it just feels like the Falcons are going to score, and the Seahawks are going to have to keep scoring because this is going to be a shootout at the end. But it wasn't. It was good. Yeah.
Did you see DK Metcalf's pants before the game?
I did, with the stuff on the front. My son pointed out, like flowers on it. What was
like
it?
Stuffed animals.
It was like teeny tiny little stuffed animals. Yeah. I think it said there were over 200.
Wow.
And how much does something like that cost you?
$650.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Really?
$650 stuffed animal pants.
So he arrived at the game in Atlanta with stuffed animals on his pants, and he left the game in Atlanta on a cart with an injured knee that we're now going to have to worry about until the Bills game on Sunday to see if DK is going to play.
Yeah, he looked like he was a man on a mission in that first half.
He's looked like a man on a mission for most of the season. I mean, his numbers, I know he's been kind of in the middle of the debate and the discussion of Seahawks fans and this and that and yelling at the offensive coordinator, grabbing the headset last week. But, he's been one of the most productive wide receivers in the NFL this year, and I think all the stats prove that. He's been great.
And the Bills are coming to town. What do we think about this matchup?
I don't know. You got the Bills. I mean, you shouldn't probably beat the Bills. You probably won't beat the Bills.
Right.
But then you've got the Rams and the 49ers. So you're 4-3, and you've got 3 potentially very difficult games. The Rams are hurt. And they're here, I think, in the middle. So that's the game that, of the 3, you would think they have the best chance of winning. But if you could somehow win the Rams game, and win one of the other 2, which would be the Bills here or the 49ers there, just one, and somehow go 2-1 in those 3, and now you're 6-4 through 10 games, I think you're in pretty good shape. My fear is they're going to go 1-2 or 0-3 in those 3 games. and be either 5-5 or 4-6. We'll have to wait and see.
And then I'm back to being a bad parent if they keep losing.
Tatum will not be appreciative of that, of any of that.
He is the host of Mitch Unfiltered. Mitch Levy, thank you so much for joining us. You said episode 308 is out now, and you can check it out at MitchUnfiltered.com or anywhere you get podcasts.
And remember, 6, 12, 18, 24, or effing 30. Okay, guys? Just remember that.
What's so hard about that? Hey, give Mitch a follow on X. It's at Mitch_Seattle. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you.
Rockaholics, I hope that you were listening to the men's room on Friday at 5:40 because we gave out a cheat sheet with 3 correct answers for the next edition of Beat Migs. And Steve has a record of 292 wins, 88 losses, and 51 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the pain out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our mental health providers are here for you with both in-person and telehealth options to get you seen in as little as 48 hours. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, with low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. What the Beat Migs? Don't be a loser. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Daryl is from Bainbridge Island. Daryl, are you there? Are you there? Hello?
Uh-oh.
Daryl? What is
Can you hear
happening
me now?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Woo!
We hear you great.
Daryl, what were you doing at 5:40 on Friday? Do you remember?
I, for once, listened. I didn't try to. I was just in my truck, and it was on. So I did hear the answers.
Oh, I hope you remember. All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Daryl has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Who founded Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Correct. What candy bar is associated with the Gimme a Break jingle?
Kit Kat.
Yes. The longest boardwalk in the world exists in what East Coast state?
New Jersey.
Yes. Who played Marty McFly in the 80s film Back to the Future?
Michael J. Fox.
Correct. Which is the only NFL team to go a whole season undefeated, including the Super Bowl?
Miami Dolphins.
Yes. What band had the early 2000s hit song Bodies?
Deadpool?
No.
Pass.
Who did Forbes name the youngest self-made billionaire ever in 2019?
Kylie Jenner?
Yes. Pennywise is the villain from what horror movie?
It.
Yes. What are the names of the Rice Krispies mascots?
Snap, Crackle, Pop.
Yes. How many Great Lakes are there?
5.
Yes. What band had the early 2000s hit song Bodies?
Linkin Park? I have no idea.
You were so close with your
So
first
close.
guess. But you got 9 correct. And might I add, I believe listening to the cheat sheet during the men's room helped you, did it not?
Kylie Jenner. I knew the other 2.
Nice.
Yay! Which happens at 5:40 every day.
Every day.
Taryn gives you a little cheat sheet that
Little
Steve
leg up.
never gets to listen to because he's forbidden.
Well, I'm also in the middle of watching children's shows with my daughter or having dinner.
Both
Priorities.
of those sound so fun.
Yeah, priorities are out of whack. I get it.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Who founded Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Correct. What candy bar is associated with the Gimme a Break jingle?
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Yes. The longest boardwalk in the world exists in what East Coast state?
New Jersey.
Correct. Who played Marty McFly in the 80s film Back to the Future?
Oh, it's Back to the Future Day, too, today. What's his face? Michael J. Fox.
There we go. Which is the only NFL team to go a whole season undefeated, including the Super Bowl?
Miami Dolphins.
Correct. What band had the early 2000s hit song Bodies?
Drowning Pool.
Correct. Who did Forbes name the youngest self-made billionaire ever in 2019?
Is that Mark Zuckerberg?
No.
Tom from MySpace.
No, poor Tom.
Youngest? Taylor Swift.
No. Pennywise is the villain in which horror movie?
It.
Correct. What are the names of the Rice Krispies mascots?
Snap, Crackle, Pop.
Correct. Steve, you got 8 correct, which is a great score, but not great enough. 9-8. Woohoo! Congratulations.
Damn, Daryl.
Okay. Don't be too happy there, Daryl. Whoa, chill.
We left him speechless.
I guess so. If you had listened to the cheat sheet, and Daryl did, this is why he got this one right. The Forbes youngest self-made billionaire, Kyle Jenner.
Kylie
Jenner.
Kyle Jenner.
Kyle Jenner.
Kyle Jenner.
Some of one of them. Don't you remember that? It was like a huge thing.
I forgot.
Because she has the makeup and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, certain things don't stay in my brain, and that's definitely one of them.
I don't know why that is one that stayed in mine. But congrats on losing, Steve.
Live Night is coming back on December 13th, and we're taking over Showbox Soto this year, where everything will be performed live from the stage, from the sound effects to the voice actors. We even fly in Malcolm.
That's very true. I always love the Foley artists. They're always a blast when they just come up with the strangest sound effects. Also, lots of surprise guests. It's going to be a great time.
The KISW New Originals will be providing the soundtrack, and all the tickets are on sale now at KISW.com. We were all watching Sunday Night Football last night, and something very funny happened, and we have a simple question for you based on that. So you got to give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. We promise it is a simple question, nothing tricky.
It was a post-game interview, and I was like, I can't believe that the guy answered what he said. And I'm curious what the Rockaholics are going to say and if they were in this situation.
206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Puddle of Mud.
The Daily Migs Show.
The Steelers beat the New York Jets last night. It was 37-15. Russell Wilson had a pretty great game in his debut, I'd say.
Yeah, it started off a little slow, but I mean, it was his first time playing with them, and then all of a sudden he dialed it in and played a pretty good game.
And then on the flip side, Aaron Rodgers had a bit of a tough game, including being intercepted by rookie Beanie Bishop Jr. 2 times. So after the game, Bishop was asked about those interceptions.
What is your plan to do with those footballs?
Man, I really want to get them signed in frame for real.
You're going to ask him to sign them?
Yeah, for sure. We'll see how that goes, though.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I was like, yeah, good luck to that. I thought that was such an awesome answer because he got both of the balls because they were his first 2 interceptions.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
So this leads us to want to ask a simple question. And that simple question is this. If you were Aaron Rodgers, would you sign that ball? John from Puyallup, would you sign the ball?
Yeah, at first I said probably not, and I've been thinking about it, and I thought he maybe asked him over the interview, but, maybe in private, if he asked me privately, I might sign it for him, but if he asked me over the interview, I'd say probably no.
See, I'm torn. Yeah, I think that night I might tell him to go F himself because our team lost. We're now 2-5. I'm not really in a good mood, but maybe like a week or two later, or maybe at the end of the season, if I got like a FedEx package and it's like, hey man, I'm a rookie. Those are my first 2 interceptions. You're a legend. I would love for you to sign them. Then I'd be like, screw it. Well, and I might write on one of them, go F yourself, though.
Yes.
Yeah, just for funsies.
Graham and Sammamish, would you sign the footballs?
Yeah, why not? I mean, if you're Aaron Rodgers, you're like a quarterback legend, and this is just a rookie. I mean, yeah, go ahead and sign it. He's lost lots of games, Aaron Rodgers has, so, I mean, he's probably, he'd be fine with it.
He's lost lots of games this season, too.
Yes, he has.
It's funny. I can't remember what it was, but there's like an iconic picture where it's somebody's not looking like in there. I can't remember which sport, but it's like one of those things where the guy is notorious for saying no. Anytime anyone tries to get that picture signed, he's like, there's no chance in hell. That's like the worst moment of my career. I'm not signing it. Whereas like people will show up to like his autograph signings and try and sneak it in there. And he just like, I think it's almost now kind of become a bit in the sense it's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Never, ever. Tony from Aberdeen, would you sign the footballs if you were Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I think I would. I think he would, too. Like I said, a lot of people, he's getting out in his career. And, they lost. But I think it's also to the point of it's just a game. And we're all here doing the same thing, doing the same job kind of thing. So, here you go, rookie, kind of as a veteran to, somebody that's up and coming in the league kind of thing.
See, I always love when like players at the end of the game, they swap jerseys, They sign and all that. But again, like this is like a moment of, I don't know if embarrassment's the right thing, but it's kind of like, this is just illustrates why we lost because of a couple of these interceptions. Probably would have been nice not to have them. I don't know. I have a feeling someone even said that Aaron Rodgers is too much of a diva to sign those balls.
See, part of me agrees with that, but like if I were him, I would sign it. I mean, it's the guy's just starting his career. It would be really cool to be part of that, even if it was a negative thing on your side.
But I'd like to be in the room when that moment happens. I'd be like, yeah, go ask him. Because you're right. Like he's a rookie. This is a big moment. I'm sure Aaron remembers those days of being a rookie. And here's like this is a keepsake that he'll have it framed or put in like, one of those little cases on his wall.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if Aaron's signing it that night.
No, probably not. He's going to take a minute.
Maybe wait till the Pro Bowl when I'm sure Aaron won't be there. But
oh, no. Well, it was exciting to see the Seahawks win so big yesterday, and many Seahawks fans are beyond happy. Maybe too happy. So we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, with low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The Seahawks had quite a victory on the road yesterday, beating the Atlanta Falcons 34-14.
Hell yeah.
And many Seahawks fans, like us, beyond happy, but some are maybe a little bit too happy. So we're going to go straight to the comments.
That's right. We took some of our favorite messages and comments and sent them to our production director, Jason, and said, hey, reenact them however you want. And this quite possibly might be the most positive straight to the comments segment that we've ever done, because there were a lot of happy Seahawks fans. Some might have even gone a little too far with how happy they are. But you know what? Let's illustrate how happy people are.
We're celebrating today.
Let's start with our first comment about the big win from our Seattle Seahawks. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure this was a Seahawks game, because there was no heart attack.
It was one. I felt bad because I was going to text Danny. Usually we have our little texting chat throughout the game. I'm like, oh, he's driving back from Spokane, so I don't want to distract him. And man, that was like the easiest game to watch. I mean, maybe a couple moments where I was like, oh boy, here we go. Here's where the team falls apart. But it didn't.
No, they just kept on keeping on.
It was great.
I spent the last 10 days being forced to hear Seahawks fans bitch and moan that this season was a disaster, and talking about firing Mike McDonald 6 games into his first year as head coach. Where you at, mother?
Okay, well, this gets a little aggressive.
I mean, we were watching at a skating rink for a birthday party, and it was so wild to watch people on skates, like moving, but also trying to watch a TV screen. It was very dangerous.
Did anybody fall?
I mean, I did one time, but it wasn't terrible.
But you fell just because you're a bad skater, not because you were distracted by the Seahawks win, right?
Kids are going down left and right. It was great.
Mike Gerald is the hero we didn't know we needed. Div 2 legend. Woo!
That might have been my favorite, human interest story of the entire game, because what was it? Stone Forsythe was injured, and I mean, I think a lot of people are like, okay, that's okay, because he wasn't really playing all that great on the offensive line. It's been a rough go for Geno Smith because of just the inexperience of some of these guys.
Sure.
And they're not up to par with some of the defenses that they're taking on. But Mike Jewell, a rookie, comes out of nowhere and plays a great game.
Oh, yeah.
And where did he go to? Finley is the college that he went. He was a Finley Oiler.
Go Oilers.
Do you know where Finley is? Does anybody?
East Coast?
I looked this morning and I already forgot. But when he first got drafted, I remember it was like from Finley. I was like, is that in Ireland or something? I was like, I have no idea where the hell this is.
Never heard of it.
It was freaking awesome, though. You figured it out?
I think it's Ohio.
Ohio. Boom. Go Oilers.
Yay.
Well, hopefully his great play continues.
Definitely.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's North Dakota.
Oh, boy.
I think it's North Dakota. I mean, maybe there's many.
Yeah. Go Oilers.
first time in a while I've enjoyed a stress-free game. Ooh, good Hawks. Keep it up.
It was a lot of fun just to watch.
Oh, yeah. Just keep watching that score ticking up.
Especially towards the end when all of a sudden the strip sack happened and then the interceptions. Like, well, who is this team? This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Defense still wasn't impressive. Gave up a lot of quick throws and played soft. Sure, they had a takeaway, but that was because the Falcons were in desperation mode. Gotta play tough all 4 quarters.
Jason, you said it best.
I love the keyboard coaches. I really do.
My favorite are the ones that then go on like YouTube while like, you know, the press conferences are happening and they're like commenting. Like, you realize that this is just a social media team. It's not Mike McDonald that's running. He's not like the administrator for the YouTube page. It's not like you're a coach of the Seahawks and you're also handling our Twitter page.
Yeah.
Like, just leave them alone. All right, one more comment.
I've seen enough. Give Seattle their ring. Let's go.
Now that, my friends, is pure optimism.
Was that you?
Maybe.
No, that was a lot of fun. I mean, also, I think last week I had mentioned that the Falcons had only had 5 sacks on the entire season leading up to the game, and they only sacked Geno once yesterday.
Yeah, no, I mean, there were a few moments where Geno was definitely moving as quickly as possible because, you know, our offensive line is not like full of all-stars, but it was still better than the last 3 games.
And now we got the Bills coming to town. Let's go.
That's going to be a tough one.
Well, after the Steelers beat the Jets last night, Russell Wilson, who made his debut with the Steelers last night, was asked the question that everybody wants to know the answer to.
Go Hawks.
What will his catchphrase be for how he ends interviews now?
Mr. Unlimited.
Of course, it got a little awkward with his answer, and you're going to hear what he said during What's Trending after Foo Fighters.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know that for many of you, you're just getting your day going, you're sipping on coffee and trying to make sense of the world of pop culture, and that can be very overwhelming. So we're going to help you out and tell you what's trending.
What's trending on the Daily Migs Show? What's trending? Let's go. Let's go.
Last night after the Steelers won, Russell Wilson was interviewed and was asked the question that everybody's been dying to know the answer to. What will his new catchphrase be for how he ends interviews?
So Seahawks, of course, it was Go Hawks. And then what? Broncos, it was Let's Ride.
Let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride, right? Yeah, you had the full thing. It wasn't just Let's Ride. It's Broncos country.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. So what do you think it's going to be now?
I'm going to steal it. I have no idea.
I'm going to steal it.
I'm going to steal it.
Great game, Russ. Thanks a lot. I'm going to steal it. All right, Danny, what do you think it's going to be?
Steelers country, let's steal.
Steelers country. So I did see someone in Steelers country, let's weld. So that was kind of funny. Sarah?
I was thinking something with steel, too. But I hate everything I'm coming up with. So it's probably one of those.
See, I thought it was going to be, because I heard somebody say this, and I don't know if it was true or not, but there was a rumor that it was going to be like interview, and then he ended with, all right, let's get 7. Meaning, let's get our 7th Super Bowl win.
Oh.
Get 7. So I don't know if that's like a locker room saying that they're doing right now, or if that's just Russ and his team, you know, Team 3 going like, let's figure this all out. All right. So I think it was Aaron Andrews that interviewed him. I'm not positive. I can't remember. But you want to hear what he had to say?
Of course.
Okay, here we go.
Shout out to C and the kids up there. I don't know if they're still here or not. It's late, but man, I'm just grateful, man. God gave me an opportunity.
And we know you've had your catchphrases in Seattle and in Denver. You want to sign us off with your latest one?
We'll just wait. We'll wait till the end. We'll see what happens.
Wait till the end of what?
We'll wait till the end.
I love it's like, wait till the end of what? This is the end.
The game is over.
What? Okay. All right. We got to wait. The suspense, the drama. Congratulations, guys.
All right. Stay tuned for the sequel to Let's Ride.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's disappointing.
Wait till the end of what?
What does it even mean? I thought, all right, maybe he means wait till the end of the press conference that he does with the team after the game. Because, you know, that's like right on the field, which is also funny because they do all the press conferences. All the other players are fully showered in their leaving the stadium clothes. Then Russell gets up to the podium. He's still in his his Steelers gear with the paint under his eyes, like the black markings under his eyes. I'm like, okay, come on. At some point, you should what are you just sitting there basking in? I don't know why I'm starting to hate on the guy. I was all happy he won, and then I'm like this dork. But he didn't say anything then. Nothing. He finished the interview, the press conference, and there was nothing.
Maybe he just hasn't come up with it yet.
to what?
We'll wait till the end.
Maybe the end of the season.
Maybe that's the end. That's his new thing. We'll wait till the end.
We'll wait till the end.
Thanks, guys. We'll wait till the end.
I think he was working. He was debating on going with Justin Fields. Go F yourself, but I think that wasn't going to be anything either. Over the weekend was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the class of 2024 was inducted. You had Cher, Ozzy Osbourne, Dave Matthews Band. Shout out to Dave. I mean, he is a Northwest native nowadays by proxy in a sense. He lives here.
Oh yeah.
Also Mary J. Blige, Tribe Called Quest, Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Kool and the Gang, all part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think a lot of people's eyes were on Ozzy, and it was cool. It wasn't cool that he wasn't able to perform. He's still dealing with some health stuff, but he was there. And then they had like a super group that had Chad Smith on drums, had Wolfgang, Zach Wilde was a part of it. Also Robert Trujillo from Metallica. It was just like a who's who of musicians, and then they would bring in different singers. And I think the highlight for me, and I feel like maybe for all of us, was when Billy Idol jumped up on stage and did No More Tears.
And in the dark we'll bring another attack.
His voice worked really well with the Ozzy song, and you can watch the entire performance, or if you're crazy, you want to watch all 5 hours of the ceremony, it's available, I think, on Disney+.
One thing that I noticed was when they kicked things off and it was Dua Lipa singing Cher, that, man, there's a big difference between what Dua can do and what Cher can do. She was hitting some flat notes throughout the song, and then I feel like Cher kind of came in and saved the day a little bit.
Well, I know you mentioned it, and I was like, I watched it back just to see what you were talking about, because you texted me, and you're like, oh, man, Dua Lipa was really, really bad. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I couldn't tell. And I can't find the audio, of course, now. But I thought, then again, I wasn't watching it with any audio on.
I mean, she looked pretty. She did look hot. She had like a sexy gladiator outfit on or something.
Dua Lipa is a smoke show.
She was showing some leg on both sides.
So you didn't like her performance?
No. It was really, I mean, you just know that she's not on the same level as Cher.
Which is crazy, because what, Cher is like
70-something?
So here we go. Here's a little bit of it. You know, you're not wrong. When you watch it when she's performing and you're looking at her, I have a really, like, I'm willing to just give it a pass because she's so damn attractive.
But then
just listening to the audio, I'm like, oh yeah, she's not that great.
And now here we get Mother coming in to save the day.
I mean, I don't want to hear either sing, to be honest.
It sounds honestly the exact same, Taryn.
No, it does not.
I hate Cher's voice.
Oh, Cher's terrible.
You guys.
At least Dua's nice to look at.
I mean, nice
Cher's
times a
pretty
billion.
I mean,
I can't. No, I just can't do it anymore.
You're the only one who likes
it was
that,
better when I
Taryn.
couldn't find the audio.
I'm the only one vibing. Oh, that's
I think
so
you might
sad.
you're definitely the only person in this room that really wants to hear the music of Cher.
Yeah,
ever.
that's also fair.
Yeah. That was rough.
Rockaholics, we have one more opportunity for you to take down Steve Migs today. He's got a record of 292 wins, 88 losses, and 51 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 850.
Can we just put on Creed, please?
Finally, I found something that makes Danny like Creed. Crank it.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, With low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's, like, really ugly.
OMG, that's, like, really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Jorge from Bothell is. Jorge, are you there?
I'm here. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning to you.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Jorge has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What planet is the hottest?
Uranus.
Yes.
Mars.
Venus. Who co-stars alongside Will Smith in the Men in Black movies?
Martin Lawrence.
No.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Correct. According to Google, what is considered the happiest language in the world?
English.
No.
Spanish.
Yes. What fictional town does SpongeBob SquarePants live in?
Bikini Bottom.
Correct. In a typical bag of M&Ms, what is the least common color?
Brown.
Yes. What band had the 2000 album titled The Sickness?
Disturbed.
Correct. How many points is a conversion kick worth in a game of rugby?
2.
Yes. Which state in the U.S. only has 1 syllable?
1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot.
No. Halloween lands on what day of the week this year?
Thursday.
Correct. What baseball player is nicknamed Man of Steel?
Oh.
Okay. Jorge, you got 8 correct, though.
Wow.
Okay.
I will say you played the game very well. I think a lot of those might have been guesses, but a lot of them were right. So I think it's going to be close.
Here he comes.
I'm rooting for Jorge, though.
He's all hyped up on popcorn, guys.
Oh, buddy.
Well, let's see if it helps him or not. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What planet is the hottest?
That would be Uranus, Sarah.
I mean, it's pretty hot, but no.
I don't know. Venus?
You do know, yes. Ooh. Who co-stars alongside Will Smith in the Men in Black movies?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes.
I don't know why I snapped.
Yeah, and you did the finger guns. I didn't like it. According to Google, what is considered the happiest language in the world?
Spanish?
Correct. What fictional town does SpongeBob SquarePants live in?
Krusty Krab.
No.
Bikini Bottom?
Wow, yes. In a typical bag of M&Ms, what is the least common color?
It's got to be brown.
It is. What band had the 2000 album titled The Sickness?
Disturbed.
Correct. How many points is a conversion kick worth in a game of rugby?
1?
No.
2?
Correct. Which state in the U.S. is only 1 syllable long?
Maine.
Correct. Halloween lands on what day of the week this year?
Thursday.
Yes. What baseball player was nicknamed Man of Steel?
Ricky Henderson.
Correct.
Wow.
Steve, with time to spare, look at you. A beautiful, perfect 10.
Look out.
Which is a win, 10-8. Sorry, Jorge.
Yeah, it's okay. You're the man, Steve.
You are as well, my friend. Have a good one.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Ricky Henderson.
And they stay there.
You know,
I'm very impressed.
I will say that he did say first thing this morning, if you weren't listening, go check it out on the podcast, that he just needed time for his brain to wake up. It just took 3 hours.
2 hours and 54 minutes.
But we got there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Finish strong.
Yeah, perfect 10 strong.
Danny, I'm glad you recognize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are
You
bringing...
can drink all the tea you want to fix your throat.
I need another cup.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Live Night is coming back December 13th, and we're going to be at Showbox Soda, where everything is performed live from the stage, and you can be in the audience. You could maybe even be selected to play Beat Migs in front of everyone. No pressure.
Yep, our show's going to be doing some stuff up there, as well as the men's room. Ryan Castle will be there. We got all the music performed live, all the production's going to be done live, the sound effects. It's a blast.
We're going to have some special guests as well, and if you want in on the action, you can grab your tickets at KISW.com. If you missed the Hawks game yesterday, NFL on Fox during the game decided to take a moment and give a little history lesson on an iconic Seattle band. You're going to hear who they focused on after Bon Jovi.
The Daily Migs Show.
At the end of the Seahawks game on Fox, the announcers, who were Kenny Albert and John Vilma, gave the viewers a bit of a history lesson on a very important Seattle band.
Little Pearl Jam from our producer, Fran Morrison. The band formed in Seattle back in 1990, originally named Mookie Blaylock. They were big fans of the basketball player who had his best years, Jonathan. It was a little before your time. A little bit. Here in Atlanta with the Hawks, played 7 seasons. Well, the Atlanta Hawks is still their all-time leader in three-point field goals attempted and steals. But that was the original name of Pearl Jam. Mookie Blaylock.
Love it. Now, that was kind of cool just because of the fact that I forgot that Mookie Blaylock was a star player for the Atlanta Hawks. And then you have, although I'm at a point where I'm like, we could pump the I'm a Pearl Jam fan. Mm-hmm. I love Pearl Jam. Like I could listen to them all the time. But during a Seahawks game, I'm at that point where I'm like, we could pump the brakes on playing Pearl Jam almost every commercial break.
Wow.
It's a little much.
From the number one fan that I know?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like, it's Pearl Jam. Then, a lot of times you get Alice in Chains. Maybe a little bit of Soundgarden. Those are the main ones. Every once in a while they sprinkle in the Presidents of the USA, which I think is kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Although I did love that Dave Cruzen, the original drummer of Pearl Jam, I saw on his Facebook page, he shared that video. And I forget, like, that has to be cool if you're in Pearl Jam. He was in Pearl Jam at the time. when they're sharing like the origin story of Pearl Jam, and that's got to be cool sitting on your couch and all of a sudden they're talking about a band that you were a major part of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty sweet.
Well, speaking of the Hawks, Steve, you said you watched the Geno Smith press conference, as you've been making a habit of this lately, and something funny happened?
There was a moment where I forgot that Kenneth Walker, the running back, was sick during the game. I was like, the game's over. I'm just kind of feeling it. So I'm listening to the podcast, to the press conference as I'm doing some stuff with Tatum. And one of the reporters asked a question where I'm like, that is like the most strange, I wouldn't say unprofessional because we surely aren't very professional, but for that environment, I was like, that's kind of an unprofessional way to ask the question. And this is what the reporter said.
How sick was Kenneth Walker?
And I'm thinking he's talking about like sick, like awesome.
How sick.
And I'm like, wow, what are we just like... We got millennials now asking questions.
Sick, bro.
How sick was Ken Walker, man? But here's the funny part. Gino had fun with that question and went down that road.
How sick was Kenneth Walker?
Yeah, he was sick today, man. 2 touchdowns on his birthday. That was sick, man. I thought he...
That's amazing. He's like, he was sick, man. I'm like, this is... So then I even at that point, I'm like, what the hell? Oh, did I miss something? And then he kept talking, and he talked about how sick, because he had the flu.
Oh, I thought he did a great job. Obviously, he was under the weather. A little bit of his flu game today on his birthday. I think that's spectacular. Might be the first time that's ever happened. He's a guy we rely on. The way that he fought and battled it out. I know he wasn't, feeling his best, but to come out and do what he did on his birthday, I thought that was excellent.
And Gino was having a good time with a lot of the questions because then they asked him about that trick play they did with Jackson Smith and Jigbo.
That was awesome.
Wait, you missed it, Danny, because you were driving, but he handed the ball off to him, and then he threw a great pass to DK Metcalf, who was covered by a few players. I'm like, this is going to end poorly. Oh. And but it didn't, and it was a great catch. But Gino had some jokes about that.
What did you think of Jackson's pass?
That was an awesome pass, man. Like, usually when I throw it up in double coverage, it doesn't end up like that. But, it's kind of how things work, man. I thought Jackson did a great job, giving DK a chance. And he's a big target. He went up and got that thing. That was a good moment right there.
And then there was one more thing, and I don't know if I'm hearing it weird, and maybe you can hear it differently then, because there was a moment in the game where Gino had to leave the game for a play. I think and we were all like, oh, is he injured? Is he okay? And somebody asked him about that, and this is what he said.
And what happened to you when you had to come out for that play?
Just a bunch of beads flew in my eyelid, and I really couldn't see out my left eye. But Strick did a good job at getting it out of there, and I was able to get back in.
Did he say bees or beads?
I heard beads. At first, when I heard it, I thought he said bees. I'm like, what? I never thought about the fact that a bee could get in your face while you're playing a game, and that would suck. But then listening back to it,
just a bunch of beads flew in my eyelid, and
what the hell? Because then I saw somebody say he got poked in the eye by one of the other players. Did one of the players have like a bracelet
or something,
or maybe sweat beads,
or turf beads? There's a lot of different types of beads. Like I don't know if the Falcons use artificial turf or not, but like some of the turf, I think the Seahawks one had like those little rubber beads, like those balls.
Now we need a follow-up question. What were the beads?
Just a bunch of beads flew in my eyelid, and
weird.
Yeah.
Rockaholics, we know that you are a massive music fan, but do you think you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it to us and you'll win tickets to see Jerry Cantrell at the Moore Theater on March 9th. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence.
You won again.
Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
All morning, we have received texts and calls from our dear Rockaholics, but we've not yet had a chance to chat with everybody about what's going on. So the time has come.
Yes.
We're checking in with the Rockaholics, and it's brought to you by Olympic Hot Tub. So call us up now if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show this morning, or if you have something on your mind that needs to be discussed. 206-803-ROCK. Trucker Matt, you are in Ritzville, and you have a piece of rock trivia that you want to ask one member of this show.
How's it going today?
What's up, Matt?
Not too much, just getting some work done.
Okay. I hope you're getting it done. So what's the trivia? You have a trivia question for someone?
So I want to start with Sarah. So this iconic radio DJ was credited to be the first person to use the term rock and roll on the radio.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do I get a lifeline?
No.
Do any of the people in this room know?
No.
Ryan Seacrest, of course.
I'll give you a hint that probably won't help a whole lot, but he actually does have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, I think am I going in the right direction if his name involves something that would an animal would howl? Is he related to an animal name?
A wolf?
I don't believe so,
Okay.
no.
I thought it was maybe Wolfman Jack.
Nope.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Oh, so I will not know this.
And nobody else knows it?
Taryn?
I don't know it.
Is it the guy that used to host National Bandstand or whatever it was?
Dick Cavett?
No.
Or Dick Clark?
Yeah.
Nope.
No. No idea.
Geno Smith.
So, very close there, Steve.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one who doesn't know this.
So what's the answer?
So he went by Alan Freed. His real first name was Albert. And in the 1950s, he actually played a pivotal role in promoting breaking down racial barriers for music, and started playing R&B, rhythm and blues, on the radio, and he coined the term rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, it's a fun little factoid.
And Matt, if you call us next week and ask us the same question, there's a good chance at least 3 of us will get it wrong.
All of us are going to get it wrong. Who's going to remember that?
You're probably right. I love this text that we got in this morning. It just said, "Hey, Migs, how are those granola bites? I'm so sorry for interrupting your call. I didn't realize at first. I was just excited to meet you. My daughter won her semifinal soccer game yesterday as well." Wow. So my wife sent me off to the grocery store to get some stuff on Saturday morning and said, "Hey, can you get these granola bites by some company?" And it's like good something like Make Good, or I can't even remember the name of it. Something Make Good, yes.
Oh, yeah, I know those.
That's one of my least favorite things to do is go to the grocery store with like a grocery list of things that I do not know where they are. I don't know what the label looks like. I'm Googling it so I could kind of get an idea what the label is. So I've hit that breaking point where I had to FaceTime my wife. So I'm FaceTiming her. And all I was thinking was, man, FaceTime has probably helped so many people at a grocery store. When you don't know where something is, you just FaceTime the person who does and be like, "Okay, this is what I'm looking at. Where should I look?" She's like, look up. And then boom, there it was. While I'm doing this, Rockaholic walks by. He's like, "Hey, do you love the show?" I'm like, "Hey, give me a second." And then luckily I was able to talk to him after the fact. I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I was in the middle of trying to find these granola bars." He's like, "I didn't realize you were on the phone," but it was awesome to meet him and his daughter. Super, super nice people.
And how were the granola bites? Were they good?
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn tasty. Oh, and somebody real quick was wondering how was Great Strides.
Oh, making strides. We did awesome.
Great Strides.
I mean, we're getting a matching donation from Microsoft here pretty soon that'll take us like close to $8,000, I want to say. We are crushing it. And the walk was awesome. No rain, but it was very windy. Shout out to everybody who came and strolled with us. We had an awesome day, right, Sarah?
Oh, yes. It was so much fun.
We got to do some announcements. That's part of the reason I have no voice today.
We got to do some stretching, which is one of my favorite parts.
What?
We stretched before the walk.
And you had other people stretch with you?
Everyone, including Blitz.
I did not stretch.
Were you on stage stretching?
No, I wasn't on. The Seahawks dancers were, though.
Well, why didn't you guys tell us that? If I knew Blitz and the Seahawks dancers were going to be there stretching. Both Danny and I would have been there.
You guys would have been behind the stage looking out.
I also enjoy how Sarah's saying that she enjoyed the stretching. You should have seen Taryn's face the minute she was like,
Taryn's like, I didn't like the stretching.
There was no. I don't think there was stretching for Taryn Daly.
I mean, I just chose not to participate in the stretch, but
She was just standing there.
Migs, your daughter had an interesting project for you over the weekend.
Yeah, yesterday morning, she's like, Dad, can we teach DJ, our 1-year-old puppy, how to walk on the treadmill?
Oh, boy.
And let's just say that's not when things got weird. Things got very weird as we continued to do it. In fact, there's just a little audio sample of what happened.
On a 1, 2, 3, slap your knee.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're going to find out how the project turned out at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Migs, as I understand, yesterday, your daughter wanted to teach your dog, the puppy, DJ.
Yes.
Strawberry Head, is that the rest
DJ
of the
Strawberry Head's her full name. She's a little over a year old now.
Wanted to teach this dog of yours how to walk on a treadmill.
Right. Now, mind you, so far her skills are sit. And that's it.
No shake.
No, we've been trying. It's been an uphill battle with this dog. So all of a sudden, Tatum's thinking, we could teach this dog how to walk on a treadmill. I'm like, you know what? We got a half hour before the Seahawks game. Let's see if we can make this happen. And so we try, and it's not going well. I'm holding her, and she's walking, but once I let go, DJ's just like, what the hell is going on? So while I'm doing this, Tatum grabs my cell phone. She knows how to turn on, like, the camera, and she puts it on video and starts recording. And I wasn't paying attention until I played it back for Sid, and we were both dying because we're like, she clearly is trying to be a YouTube host while videoing this. It's kind of fun to see how like the little kid brain works. And so here's a little clip of the audio of her just kind of talking to him. She's not really talking to me. She's talking to her
followers,
her YouTube audience that doesn't exist,
her subscribers.
Right.
You are in the practice, puppy. Fashion practice.
Ready?
Okay, let's see if she can do it. On a 1, 2, 3, slap your knee.
No, I think if you snap a dog's knees, it's not going to be able to walk on the treadmill. I could be wrong.
That's part of physical therapy.
Yes.
Now let's see if she can do it all by herself.
I don't think she can.
Let's see. Do you think she can do it, friends?
I'm waiting for her to go comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The hell is going? Do you think she can do it, friends?
Do you think she can do it, friends?
I mean, I think this could be like another source of revenue for you guys if you get her up and running with her own YouTube channel. How to put dogs on treadmills.
I think Mom's going to be like no to that.
I mean, really, you got to start it now. Lily did the same thing when she was
a kid thing. Yeah,
it's a kid thing. They're just watching the YouTube channel is just immediately is like and subscribe.
And the funny thing is, I'm like, why did she even learn that? And then I'm the idiot that goes, do you want to go check YouTube to see if we can find videos of puppies on treadmills? And then we spent like a good 15 minutes looking for puppies on treadmills on YouTube.
Well, yeah.
Which there are a lot.
Was it people like you trying, or were these dogs like in therapy or something? Like physical therapy,
They're training for marathons.
I was like, I don't know the mental state of these animals. No, they had it all figured out. They're walking no problem. It's the same kind of dogs that can skateboard.
Oh, those are really impressive. I've gone down the wormhole of those videos many times.
Do you think she can do it, friends?
There is a funeral home that had to issue an apology for unintentionally doing the unthinkable.
Oh, this is so bad, too.
We're going to tell you what happened during the Daily Migs download after Everlast.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Our friend Ryan Castle is here, and I'm a little sad you didn't wear your pink tutu to work
I
today.
know. Where's the tutu?
Kayla in our promotions department handed me that at the Making Strides event on Saturday morning, and I think she thought I wouldn't put it on, or she was hoping I would, and I did. I rocked that thing.
You
and
looked
it looks
great
good.
in a tutu.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have an ass, so a poofy tutu helps.
It's like a lift.
Yeah, it does. It does. Gives me a little figure.
See, all this time I thought you jumped in an Uber that morning while wearing that. I thought, oh yeah, he left the house.
No, you know what? Not surprisingly, I had no pink anything at my house, and so I wore all black, and I ran down there, and I thought, you know what? I'll be able to find some pink stuff. And damn it, you would have thought I owned all of that.
Oh yeah,
because I owned it when I wore it.
I thought you looked fantastic.
Thank you. I felt sexy too. Appreciate that.
And shout out to everyone who showed up and donated for Making Strides. That's awesome. Can they still donate?
Oh yeah, KISW.com. You can still make a donation.
All right, the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. And yesterday was a great day for us Seahawks fans. One of the few Seahawks games, I don't know, in the last decade that wasn't very stressful. Because
not a nail biter.
Yeah, dude, they crushed it. It was great. They ended up winning 34-14 over the Atlanta Falcons, who were coming in hot. So that's a good team to beat. Ken Walker had 2 touchdowns. Speaking of coming in hot, he was hot with the fever. He was sick. He had the flu, and he still had a great game with a couple of touchdowns. The funny part is, during the press conference with Geno Smith, I forgot that Ken Walker had the flu. So when this reporter asked this question, I was kind of taken aback. I thought he was just being very casual.
Did you poop?
How sick was Kenneth Walker?
I was like, how sick is Kenneth Walker?
He's sick.
The best part is, Geno Smith did not miss a beat with this one.
Yeah, he was sick today, man. 2 touchdowns on his birthday. That was sick, man.
Yeah. That was awesome. The Seahawks are now 4-3 in first place in the NFC West, and they're taking on the Buffalo Bills at home, Lumen Field, on Sunday.
Let's go, Hawks. There is a Polish funeral home who has had to issue an apology after, over the weekend, a corpse fell out of a hearse. But it doesn't stop there.
So
the
terrible.
Deceased ended up in traffic, and it got even more horrific when another driver ran over the corpse.
Out.
Oh, so it popped out of the coffin?
Yes.
And then it got run over.
Yes, and the person driving that car thought that they hit a person that was alive.
Okay, well, thank goodness they were already dead.
We've got some good news and bad news.
So the funeral home took full responsibility for the incident, obviously.
Well,
Said
who
there
else is taking blame for it? The dead guy?
Well, they said it was a technical failure with the hearse, something along those
We didn't lock the
lines.
door.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Awful funny.
How? I got it. Whoever drove, did you not push on the thing to make sure it's okay? That is insane. Hey, shout out, Sarah, you were at the Kraken game on Saturday, and they ended up beating the Calgary Flames.
Yep.
What, won it in overtime?
Yeah. It was an awesome game.
And you remember it?
I do, actually. I only had one drink because it was like over $20 for one.
And you stayed till the very end.
Yes.
That seemed convincing.
So you
Okay,
missed
we
the
were like
overtime.
walking out when it was happening, blah,
You
blah,
left
blah.
during overtime?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling Bowie.
I'm the king of leaving before the game's over. Even the Sounders were tied up against Portland, and I left in the 75th minute.
What the hell? Just a few more minutes. You missed the most exciting part of the
I
game.
also missed traffic, brother.
That's fair. That's a very good
Yeah,
point.
we wanted to go to a restaurant right next door, so we had to leave to get a spot.
Priorities.
Hey, weather, 55 degrees and cloudy. The DMD is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, the sub above. And that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence.
You won again.
Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.